Welcome back, folks, to Tales of Equestria. I believe this is episode 10, if I'm not mistaken.
Uh, yeah, I think this one is 10.
Yes,
Checking.
yes, there we go. I am your DM, Lord Lucan.
Yep.
Yeah, we're going to go ahead and get started with some Tales of Equestria Misty Island, a My Little Pony RPG that is custom. So, this is a custom adventure that you won't find anywhere else. And we're all learning together here. We're all learning
Yeah.
together. Hunk Papa.
Mostly we're learning that our map is semi-wrong, apparently.
Is it?
I don't know,
Oh, trust
honestly.
me, trust me. I'm going to tell you right now, yes. There are things on this map that are not accurate. Of course, you guys have a map that's over, what, 1,000 years old, so things change over 1,000 years. Go ahead, Hunk Papa, tell us about yourself.
Hello, I am Hung Papa, also known as Jesse Zelif. I am an author and game master, and today I'll be playing Butterscotch.
Show the audience what you look like. An earth pony. A filthy, filthy earth pony. Yeah, that's what he looks like right there. Golden, care to tell us who you are? And who are
Hello,
you
my
playing?
shining subjects. I am Prince Golden Glow playing Silver Flare, a griffin with numb talons. Thanks.
Wonder if he'll ever get that cured. We'll see. We'll
I
see.
hope so. It's very difficult to walk when you can't feel half of your propelling limbs.
I mean, yeah. It's
I've
not.
gotten mostly used to it, but it's very irritating trying to grab things. Like, am I hurting you? I do not know.
Yeah. Yeah. So where did we leave off, guys? Last time, what happened?
Uh, well, I've already said it. We figured out the map in general is pretty much wrong, and we also fed a fish like half our rations. And Bob,
Oh, he was just hungry.
he ate half our ration.
Anything else happen to you guys?
Didn't we just chuck the entire cinnamon tree down his throat? Or was
No.
that just
No, no.
no? We checked like our main rations, or we didn't check the tree, right?
Yeah, yes, didn't throw any of your currently plotted plants. One group is currently dying. Well, actually, it's been 8. They were baby potatoes. Baby potatoes. I got
Yes,
8.
the
Yes,
potatoes were delicious.
they were.
You're a
So
fool.
they were the little ones, the little spuds.
What have you done, you fool?
Anything else happened last time?
We had a new player, but apparently her character went back to sleep because
Yes. Uh,
he is unable to play today.
Infinity is tired from her adventures, right? So she's like, "All right, guys, you go ahead. You guys go on ahead. I'm going to go back to sleep on
I'm
the
out of
ship."
hot brown morning potion. I need my night night.
Yep. So she goes back to bed. What does Butters and Silver Flare do?
I think
Once
I
we're
think
back on the boat, Butters gets ready to set back out. I think we're actually already back
yeah,
on land.
I think we're already back on. That's why this is here.
Butters wants to go to the World Tree that's in the center of the side.
Excellent.
Oh yeah, I remember because like we set off and like tried to sleep on the boat. I'm fucking tired.
Everybody crashed.
I'm a very sleepy boy.
Yep. Yes. So today's a new day. Everybody get 1 point of stamina back.
Please click it. Jesus, man. Why you do this?
Notice that one thing is natural healing's a pain, isn't it? A slow tick upwards. Yep. I mean, that's
It's
what
very
happens.
slow, but I'm almost back. Almost.
That's what happens when you get into a dance off with a eye and lose horribly.
No, because I got like the crap beaten out of me by something. I don't even remember what it was.
That's a good question. It's been a while.
I
believe monkeys threw bananas at you. You guys attended a wedding.
I got through the
You almost
monkeys
got
wedding.
TPK'd by a siren.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
The siren beat the crap out of me, and I still have not recovered.
I mean, you were attacking her little voice gem. So, I mean, of course she's going to waylay on you.
Well, I survived it. Yay.
That is true. That is very true. You guys didn't
Thank God I broke that crystal.
didn't fall to the
We
bottom
all
of
would
the
have
sea.
died. I think we all might have died if I didn't break that.
I don't know. Maybe. Who knows what would have happened?
We were going underwater with a siren. I don't think many other options are possible but drowning.
No, but you guys met someone else that was down there as well.
Yep, we met Coral Dream.
Yep.
Who said the island is alive, and no one believes me.
Yeah, no.
As always.
Islands.
As always.
Land doesn't live. You're silly griffin. A silly owl griffin with non-feeling hands. This is what happens when you fail your charm checks to convince the crew.
I have no charm. I have a D8. My charm
1 in
is
8
D8.
chance.
I'm not a social person.
No. So what do you guys do?
My entire thing.
What do you guys do? You're currently on the ship. And the ship is currently anchored
sleep.
off. Yeah.
I want to sleep. The Butters just sort of. I like picture like Silver's like trying to go to bed, and like Butters is just like dragging him by the tail onto the rowboat.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, we're going.
Yes.
So what are you guys doing? Once again.
We are leaving the
What are you
ship.
doing?
Now that we've offloaded the goods, we are leaving the ship to go back onto land.
Excellent.
Just trying to sleep, and Butters is dragging me. Just like,
Go ahead and roll me a navigation as you make it to shore. Oh, I want you. Okay, yeah, you make it. And once again, roll me a die 6 as you make it.
on it.
Oh.
Hey.
Oh, interesting. Here's a good question.
God.
Butters, do you take Isabub with you?
Yes.
Awesome.
Oh boy.
Interesting. Okay.
It's like trying to sleep the entire time.
As you approach the shore of Misty Island, you notice crabs on the shore. Seem to be clicking and clacking and feeding on the. I assume it's morning, so the sun's just starting to come up, right? But the mist covers it, right? So it's only like a faint glow. But you see them like eating the little tidbits from the sand. And yeah, these are fairly large crabs. They're about a foot across. They're fairly big.
Butters is going to try to play them a song again like he did before, but he's going to be using his new
Interesting.
He
Go
just
ahead and roll
plays
it.
the freaking. He just plays the music from Kickstarter.
Once again, you have the was it clackas? The clack 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 clack.
Oh my god!
That play along with you, right? And you have the audience, right, doing this, right? Like the what are those poetry readings? You have them doing the click 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 as you come ashore. What, if anything, do you do as you approach?
Butters is going to start juggling for them as well.
Excellent. Go ahead and roll it. Awesome. Very nice. Very nice. They seem to like they're eating their morning breakfast and watching you, right? And once you are done, is there anything special about this? Juggling.
He's trying to incorporate Episub into the act. So as he's juggling the water ball and the squeaky toy, it's spraying water. He's got Episub following the balls around in perfect time as he juggles. Looks like he's juggling Episub as well.
But he's doing the assist, so he's only juggling 2 items instead of 3. It plays off really well, and the crabs are impressed. And once again, you get a... Yep, as they clap for an impressive performance of Butters juggling and ukulele playing.
Click, clickety clack, 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 clickety clack.
Silver, do you do anything with these crabs?
No.
Excellent.
No.
You approach the shore unabated. We'll head back over to the overland map. Roll me that sweet, sweet navigation as once again you head over.
Once we are past of the crabs, Butters is going to pull out the leaf pillow and blanket and put Silver Flare on top of the cart. Butters is going to lead us while Silver gets extra sleep if he wants, so he can come over his exhaust.
Thank you.
A wise decision. Excellent.
Yay, my downgrade.
Silver Flare, you are asleep. Butters, would you like to use a token of friendship to reroll that?
Oh.
Yeah, I think I will this time. I want to get a little further in before things start to get interesting.
Doesn't matter to me. I can wait. Go ahead and spend that token of friendship. Okay, yeah. You're fine.
Yay.
You're fine. It's a normal day. Nothing bad's going to happen. It's going to happen. That's 1 token. Yeah. You make progression. Go ahead and place yourselves as the day is uneventful. Silver Flare, you sleep, and Butters, you are walking around. Are you doing anything special, Butters, during this time?
Let's see. I think he will just forage if he can while he walks.
Good. Roll me a body or mind, depending on how you're foraging.
Let's try a body this time.
Sure. Excellent. Roll me a die 4. Yes, you get 3 days worth of rations as you travel along this route, right? So you've already done it. You've already spotted out like certain locations. So you kind of like know where the fruit and stuff is. And you quickly like hit the spots, right? As you're traveling through. And you obtain 3 more days worth of rations. What do you do? As night slowly approaches, what do you two do? As Silverflare, your exhaustion, I believe, is going away, right?
Yeah, I am a wake boy.
So are you going to stay awake and take another little exhaustion? Or are you two going to go to sleep?
Honestly, I could forage a little bit before I go back to sleep, so I
Sure.
can sleep through the night and actually be awake in the day.
Excellent. Go ahead and roll me a body or mind as the night descends upon you.
Mind.
Yeah, not a problem.
Almost
Roll me a die
like
4.
that. Yeah.
3, yeah. You, like Butters tells you exactly where to go, right? And you literally just follow in his footsteps. But you can fly, right? You can fly. So you're just like... whoosh, 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 whoosh.
Yeah, I'm getting the stuff he couldn't reach earlier.
Right. So working together,
Bring
you
it
guys
back.
obtain 6
Yeah.
days worth of rations. Night approaches. Where are you guys bunking up? You guys are currently just now entering into these old forests. Where
We will.
bunk up?
I'm making sure the trees are clear of mini monk.
We will make camp for the night, but Butters isn't going to set up a campfire like normal. He's going to put down rope to keep Penelope in place while we pretty much sleep on top of Penelope for the night instead of making a full camp.
Sure. Go to roll me in navigation.
Meanwhile, I'm gonna make sure that we have no many monkeys around.
No eyes bother you this night.
Thank God.
Yet.
All right.
Yet. Okay.
Let's do this.
Right. Passes by uneventfully.
Navigation.
Right. Morning approaches. What are you guys doing?
Well, first we need to see where the tree is, right? So we can adjust our path.
Yeah. So that's a good question. First, I need to know where you guys are going, and then are you looking for the tree? So I need a navigation, and I need a mind to perceive where the tree is located. Yeah. So navigation's fine, and then mind is no. You do not see where the tree is. The fog is too thick.
Butters signs that maybe you should use your telescope next time.
That boost.
Yes, that would be an idea.
As we go along, Butters will forge some more for the day.
Silver, you do notice something though. Off in the distance, you don't see the tree, but while you're up in the air, you notice that there is a large river to the east of you.
Yeah, look. Another river. This is the one where insert other town here was, but I don't know. The island is dumb.
Are you guys doing anything special this day? You seem to have no encounters.
Origin.
Everybody get 1 point of
Yeah,
stamina.
no.
Oh, crit!
Oh,
Still a crit.
almost had an 11. I almost crit too. Yeah,
Butters,
we're getting good land dice.
What
Hello, back.
specifically are you looking for?
Well, those potatoes were pretty delicious. So he's looking for more of those delicious island potatoes.
Go ahead and roll me a die 4. Okay. You find 2 days worth of potatoes. So find some potato plants under the underbrush, right? These are wild potatoes, but you could easily domesticate them and become much like the potatoes you had earlier. 2 days worth.
And
potatoes.
should I roll my d4 for daily rations?
Yes, go ahead. Did not crit, so you didn't get anything specific. But you do get 3 days worth of rations. This is like your standard hay, fish, small game that you normally hunt, stuff like that. Nothing spectacular, though. Nothing like fascinating or
The latter
interesting.
two are mostly for me because I'm the only meter other than the changeling, who is more or less an NPC. And
Hunk Papa, write down
Navigation.
sweet potatoes.
oh,
They give you a upgrade on your cooking roll. 2 days worth of sweet potatoes.
Cool.
They'll give you an upgrade. Yep. Okay. Yeah, that's what they do. That's a crit. Yep. That's what happens.
navigation.
Navigation. As night approaches, a night passes by uneventfully. Everybody get your 1 point stamina back. Back. And you guys quickly find out that you are getting close to that most dreaded eye area. One for the night. One for the night. One for the night.
As we are traveling and gathering these rations, Butters is making sure that they're stowed safely within Penelope. And tonight he would like to look for vines sturdy enough to tie down Penelope even more.
Because you critted today, you easily get those
Silver.
vines. Get 50 foot
Silver
of
will-
vines.
Silver
Let me
will
find
take
the
his
line.
telescope and look again for the tree before putting everything in Penelope because screw that eye.
Sure, go ahead and roll it. Don't forget your upgrade bonus for your telescope.
Beep. Hey!
Crits! Okay, yeah, that's great. Okay, give me a second here, guys. Give me a second here. Objects and tokens. So you know that it is right here. So you like fly up, right? And like the clouds literally part for you, right? And you see this section right here. A massive tree.
Second. Tree.
I mean, yeah. Give me a second here.
Very annoying to
you
write out of
also
mouth.
know, let's see here, your current location 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 days from your current location is
Oh,
when
wow.
you'll reach the
Oh,
tree.
wow. Jeez. That is a very distant.
I mean,
That's annoying.
you actually might be going at the longest route too. But you know,
I mean, that's not true. The longest route would be coming from the opposite end of the island where we were originally traveling.
well, technically there are impassable terrains. You haven't reached them yet, but there are possibilities that there are impossible. Yeah.
Well, this is My Little Pony. We'll see how impossible is.
13.
That is true. Natural 20
I
can
mean-
overcome
Oh my
anything,
God.
right?
We do have a
If
tinkerer
we
now who can
freaking-
build almost anything. Soon enough, he'll be able to build a castle.
To get to that tree, we'll have to use literally every ration. Yeah. I wish I could make that face they make in Soul Eater whenever Excalibur's around. I was like, that's the
So
face I'm
we
making right now.
continue forth towards the tree.
Excellent. Well, first off, night approaches. This is all day exploration and hunting, so give me that sweet, sweet night navigation roll.
Yep.
Yeah. Well,
Almost.
Okay.
Almost
all right.
right.
Almost.
Almost
one,
right.
two. Almost a natural one. All right. Yeah.
Thank God for navigation.
There you go. Night passes by uneventfully.
How
Might
much?
get
How
1
many
point of
rations
stamina
does
back.
the Kappas have right now?
That's a good question. How much does the ship have? You guys stocked it up
Like,
to
do
what?
they have all 30?
something.
It has 30 when we set off. I'm keeping track for us.
1, 2,
Oh.
3. So they have
They make
27
quite long.
days worth of rations left.
They have more than enough rations for us to get there and come back. We'll
We have
keep
barely
this
enough
11 with
rations.
us, and I'm marking off what we use per day as well.
So we could get all the way to the tree and back. Maybe.
I don't know what you guys are going to do. You guys surprise me every time when I play. So, I mean, maybe. I mean, your guess is as good as mine. This is open world players. It's all story driven, based on what players want to do.
My goal is to at least not go in a giant circle like we did in Lemur.
I mean,
Well,
that was
Lemuria.
perfectly acceptable. I was okay with that. There's only so
We
many-
only saw a quarter of that map.
Yeah. Oh yes. Lemuria is a huge place.
Well, shall I roll navigation again?
Of course, and place yourself. Where would you like to go?
Oh my God! I
Is
rolled
that
a
a
crit.
crit? Oh, is
That's a
it?
crit.
That is
It's a crit. I assume you're moving forward towards the tree. If you like, you can move twice as fast today.
Yay! That's
Okay.
very helpful.
Go ahead and
that
place
that
yourself.
gets rid of
Yep.
one ration use.
Awesome.
That prevents the use of a ration.
There you go. Today, because
At
of
least it was a day fraction.
Silver, what
They
is
have
it that
to
you
do
find?
it.
What is it that you find to accelerate your guys' path?
A slight clearing, so that way we have some like a downward slope, so we can just sort of ride Penelope down.
And
Yeah.
Butters will definitely do that. While you fly behind
Yeah.
him, Butters will ride Penelope like a stagecoach with
And
an
I'm like,
invisible
like
pony
holding
flying
on.
along.
Not only
I'm
that,
just, like,
but you also
holding
hit a
on, just,
ramp, right?
"Ah!"
You hit a ramp and you like clear like this like stream and like clear it. And it's like it
We
saves
ramp.
you a day's
We
worth of
take a
travel.
ramp over
Yep.
this tray.
Yep. Awesome. Well done, Silver. Well done. Just by your sheer tenacity and knowledge of your navigation, you easily clear.
This should get a step faster. Oh crap!
It was an incident which turned very much awesome sauce. All right.
Like scared
Night
boy, you
approaches.
just yeeted.
And I'm surprised you haven't blown the shocks off of Penelope. That's off screen. You see like the like
Off screen, he
maintenance
takes
pro-
care of her.
Yeah.
Off screen, Butters takes excellent care of Penelope.
Yeah. So we get like Butters like replacing the shocks on
Excellent care.
the wagon.
Poor wagon.
He is a
so
tinkerer. He
on
is a tinkerer,
camera.
so he could do this.
I mean, he's now an experienced tinker. He can make a new Penelope if he absolutely had to.
Oh, thank you for
Fair.
telling me that. Oh, interesting. We all know who's the first casualty going to be.
First casualty.
I'll just replace her.
Bad.
Oh, is that right? Oh, well, thank you for telling me that. That's such a wonderful knowledge that I will just
First
type that up.
casualty of the carriage
Yep.
that day.
That doesn't mean he's gonna let her go so easily.
Are we out of II territory?
I don't think we're ever out.
Should I roll mind?
Yes.
I
Night
roll mine?
approaches, and you make headway today. What is it that you guys do? Where are you camping tonight?
We're
Woods are still
foraging
all
like
around.
crazy too.
Excellent.
Foraging, making sure there's no IIs, because F those things.
It has
Almost
been a
put
few
off.
days. Butters will forage real quick in the night before he's.
Yep.
And that will be all he is doing for
And
the
I,
night.
Sounds good. Roll it.
I might look for some. Oh,
Yes.
He's
Would you
gonna
like
keep
use
that.
it? Awesome. Wonderful.
and I'm gonna forage a little bit too.
Silver, go ahead and
Make
roll
sure
me
no I.
a die 4 as we scroll over.
Do I see any IIs with that, like at all?
You don't know yet. It's a 1, so it's over here.
I've already said if we see another II, I'm eating.
Hunk Papa, would
I've
you
done
please
it.
roll me a die? 1, 2, 6,
Well, luckily this
8.
time we just have everything in our everything's in Penelope, so
Give me 1 second.
bad enough.
Die 8, please.
Wow.
Awesome.
Another II.
No, you have not encountered this.
Put everything in Penelope just to be safe.
Butters, give me a second here. Since you rolled this, I need you to roll me a mind.
Oh,
That's pretty good.
nice.
Awesome. And that's when you see it slithering through the underbrush.
Slithering, not an II. Good.
Slithering under the underbrush. It appears to be some
got a
sort
snake.
of snake.
They got a snake. That is an adorable friggin' snake. This thing's gonna eat us whole, and I know it because it's too adorable to be nice.
It's fairly
Butters.
large. It's about the size of a pony. So just go ahead and zoom in on it.
This thing is
I'll
too
just
adorable
make this
to
a
be
little
nice.
bit bigger.
Look at it.
The snake seems to just be like sleeping on what appears to be like a branch right?
Whoa! Oh, it's not bigger than I
no,
thought.
it's not that.
Oh, that's a big
It's
block.
just so that you guys can see it. So it's only about the
Oh.
size of, or the length of a pony. Yeah, it's not that large. It's not a giant snake.
I got scared. Okay,
No, it's just
it's
just
you.
a snake.
Anything can happen. It's you.
Butters, you see
I
this creature.
honestly.
Butters puts a hoof over his mouth to hush his party, and he points towards the tree.
Party.
Where the snake appears to be just sleeping. But, you know, how do snakes sleep? With their eyes open. Every so often you'll see is like stick out its tongue. But it's slow and rhythmic.
Butters will slowly pick up some rocks around him, if there, and he's just going to carry them with him. Improvised juggling equipment. It's not going to make as much noise or mess as his normal juggling equipment. And I guess he's going to try to pass it.
Are you trying to sneak by it?
Yes.
Excellent. Oh, both roll me body as you're trying to stealthily sneak by.
I'm going to like try to hunt a few mice while we're doing this. Like if it does wake up and it does get aggroed, I have some off.
Okay, so Butters is going to try to sneak by it. And then Silver, what are you going to do?
I'm trying to hunt mice while sneaking by it. So like,
because of your previous hunts, right? You do have small game with you, right?
Sure. So I'm just like gonna sneak by it, but like if it does get aggroed, I have game. I have some mice that can.
So are you going to attempt to sneak by it?
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll me a
sneaky
body.
boy.
He's currently asleep, so.
Whoa.
Interesting.
Uh-oh.
You easily bypass this creature if you wish.
What?
You've made a successful skill challenge. You both succeeded past its perception. Despite, I think we get like Epsipov, right? He's like doing this, right? And like the snake like yawns, and then he's like, and he like stops, and then like falls down, and you're like, shh, 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 and then everybody's like, and then like snake like yawns wide, and then it like closes its mouth and lays its head back down, and yeah,
I just like carry the Epsip on my back,
bypass like, this creature.
Don't fly. You're out.
Excellent. Excellent.
Hooray.
Experience points.
Head back over to the overland map. Who knows what that was all about? But you guys spotted it. You guys saw it. Yep.
Yeah. We did it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, just because it was two natural ones, it must have been something positive. That's common logic.
Yeah, that was very peculiar to come from 2-1. This thing's coming back. Oh, navigation.
Navigation roll.
Navigation.
That's the fun things about random encounters. You can avoid them. You can avoid them. It doesn't. Not everything has to be bashed or smashed or talked to. Things are quite easily avoidable. Okay, excellent. Yes, you make progression through the day. Yeah. Night approaches. Is anybody doing anything special that day?
Butters will forage for some more food as we're getting lower on our supplies that we've got.
Go ahead and roll it up.
Roll
it up.
Some passion fruit seeds left. So whoa.
Crit. What's with these crits tonight? Yeah,
Only
you
for
get
butters.
4 days. Yeah.
I got a crit navigation and nothing else.
And you got to progress twice. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah,
Butters,
that was-
what are you looking for specifically?
I think
Roll
he's looking for passion fruit. It's been a while since you've taken any, and they made for excellent pies.
You have 4 seeds of passion fruit. You guys once had many seeds. Now you've only gotten down to that. Yeah.
Nah, I've only got
ate
like
'em.
5.
Somebody ate
I
'em.
have 5.
Ah, see.
Stupid monkey.
Well, we don't anymore. We dropped all those off of the ship. We
That's
currently
true.
don't have seeds.
yeah.
We just have these 4 seeds because we're dropping stuff back off on the ship when we return.
Silver,
Oh, I
you
was-
gain 4 days worth of rations in your exploration. Normal stuff. Nothing spectacular. Nothing like Butter's passion fruit seeds.
All right. What's up? Nothing else much.
All right.
I think we're mostly just gonna continue on till we get to the tree.
Go ahead and roll me that
We
night
Should we
navigation.
just time skip before it gets repetitive?
That's the whole point of this, is that you guys heal up before you get to the tree. Trust me, you don't want a time skip. I mean,
Oh,
wait,
really?
Wait,
Oh, really?
wait. Would you like to time skip? We can speed this process up real fast.
No.
Would you like to?
No.
Would
Okay.
time skip just be like a spam roll, or just assuming
No,
that-
I'm just saying one solid roll, right? And then you guys get to the tree, right?
We still need to keep gathering rations as we go along.
Yeah, you will not be
I
getting
mean,
rations or anything else.
We
I'm
can
literally
get to
doing a
the tree this
cutscene,
session.
right?
We just got to keep rolling.
I'm literally going to cut out the
Alright.
travel time. So if you guys want to just jump to the tree, so fast travel, we can do that.
I vote no because there's who knows what kind of story elements we might discover along.
Yeah,
If we roll it out.
All right.
Okay.
I was
So
just,
what are you guys
I was
doing?
just afraid of her.
Well, I mean, so dice, right? So if you're looking for something specific, you need to tell me, right? So I give you these times off. If you want to craft stuff, you can craft things. You know, I'm telling you this because, you know, this is your time for what you guys want to do. So as the schedule winds down, right, things become faster and faster, and you'll quickly realize that, hey, all that time we've spent gathering and stuff like that, I could have been doing this, or I could have been doing that. So these moments, right, are for you guys, right? I can automatically jump you guys to story if you so wish. I'm telling you to beef yourselves up. I'm literally telling you guys to beef yourselves up.
I don't have much to craft with to beat myself up though, which sucks.
But say like I would like to make
It's-
myself some armor, right? I'm going to spend...
That would be useful if it slows me down.
Or like say I would like to practice my skill,
Right.
so my talents are more
Yeah, like-
upgraded when we need them.
Honestly, yeah, I should probably get talk with animals because we encounter animals so freaking often.
Well, it's not just it's specific in My Little Pony. It's talk with birds, talk with reptiles, talk with magical beasts, talk with bears, talk.
Yeah.
It's very specific in My Little Pony. There's not a general talk with animals that you can get. Speaking of doing things, though, for this day,
Yes.
I'm going to try to make a pie.
Excellent. Go ahead and roll me a cooking skill. Are you using your sweet potatoes? That's a good
I
question.
think I will save those, so I will just use whatever rations we have to. I will save the sweet potatoes.
So this is a straight up cooking roll.
Yay!
Yes, but I will set up my cooking equipment and everything. So
That's not a crit, is it? No.
nope, it's just a 4.
Okay. Yeah,
It's not.
it's basic materials, right?
It
It's
rolls a
nothing-
D20 and a D0 for some reason.
It's nothing amazing, right? It's not amazing or anything. It's just, you know, basic gruel. Basic gruel. It'll keep you alive. But it's not like it's amazing or tasty. You know, it's gruel. It's gruel.
He'll make sure that Episode gets some. Trying to keep his diet up of baked goods and sweet treats as best he can.
We gotta find more.
Creature. Yes.
We gotta find more cupcake guys.
You see how he takes it. Well, give me a
them.
die mine roll for your Epsipub. Yeah, he eats it. He no complaint. No complaint from Epsipub.
Epsub needs to upgrade his dice. Epsub needs to upgrade his dice.
I can't upgrade any dice. I have to spend one of my talent upgrades to upgrade one of his dice at a time.
Right. Because he's kind of playing two characters, but the pet is kind of independent from him. So if he wants to beef up an aspect of his pet, right,
I have to sacrifice something of my own to upgrade the aspect. So I wouldn't be able to upgrade one of my talents if I wanted to upgrade his talent. And it's not like the others where you can upgrade if you use it, because there's no using the pet talent.
Right.
You just have a pet. So I have to use my extra learn a new talent or upgrade a talent to upgrade my pet talent, and then I can upgrade one of his 5 dice.
So it's a give and take. It's a balance. That's really a balance. Like, do you want your pet to be better, or do you want you to be better? So it's a give or take. And not only that, but pets are DM specific to mess with the player. So yeah, they lay it out in front of you. And was it the Path Adventure? Was it the Pet Path Adventure? Yeah, where it's like, the main 6 have animals that the players go after, and they're like, yeah, give your players a hard time with this. Like, really? Okay. All right. Okay. That's why I made him roll a mine. Had he rolled a 1, Epsibub would have gotten upset, and stuff would have happened. Welcome back. Thank you for telling me that, Silver Flare. Yes. Excellent.
Oh boy. And I'm gonna fuse all of it trying to save someone. Probably the Epsub.
Probably. What do you guys do?
Probably Penelope.
Well, Butters has done his thing for the day, so we're going into the night.
Well, does Silver do anything special? This is his time. He can do whatever he likes.
Debating on trying to make like some kind of stamina restoring potion, like not something strong, like something stronger than Pony Balm, because I only have Pony Balm.
Do you have a special talent for that?
I don't really have any talent for that, but I'm just like, I might as well try something, like trying to find herbs around that can maybe be used for stamina restoring.
Do you have a special skill that you can apply to this? Such as herbology.
I think you just I don't have herbology. I just figured it's fine at this point. I don't have anything that helps with that.
So the
Xander's
skill
gone,
is currently beyond yours. You don't have the equipment for it either.
Dang.
Yeah, this would be beyond you.
Mm.
However, something that you could do in the future is once you level up, you could attempt to learn that skill for future reference.
I could do that.
So, animal speaking,
I think
potion making,
too.
take all this stuff.
I can level up this session too, so I got some choices.
Yep, Griffin of all trades, all D4s, all of your talents from now on, all D4s, just new talent.
Yeah.
Hey,
Shy boy
25%. 25%, you could do it. Be a jack of all trades.
From a shy boy to a bard.
Master
Literally
of
the opposite of
none.
a shy boy.
Master of none.
Well, I'm a master of talons apparently, because my talents are a D20. I don't know why.
So, what are you using your talents
Talents
for?
I can't feel are a D20.
Yeah.
Other than that, just probably foraging or something.
Sure, go ahead and roll me a mind or body.
Let's go body this time.
Ooh. Interesting. It is daytime.
Yay, my stamina. Yay.
Excellent. Silver, go ahead and roll me a die 8.
Oh, crud.
Oh, a 7. What's this? Interesting. You have not encountered this either.
Uh-oh.
Oh, what is that? Ooh, awesome.
Oh, crud.
Yes. I need both of you guys, because this is a lot of them. Roll me a mind as you stare into this forest.
Yeah. Yeah.
Give me a second.
And,
see
yep. Yep.
Can they even beat that? No, they can't beat it. You see them. All of them. What appears to be
Odors.
spiders.
Spiderman.
Lots of them. And they seem to have like this sort of symbol on them, right? This star symbol. You see them in the trees. And they are large. They are about 1 foot wide. Their abdomen. They're about the size of dinner plates. What, if anything,
That's
do you
off-putting.
do?
Have they noticed us?
Mean.
That's a good question. Are you stealthing by them?
Do they appear active or do they appear dormant like the snake?
These are currently just sitting in their trees. They have like webs out, so these are ambush predators. But they're large.
Butters
I don't like this.
Butters will start to get his joke kit out and his party kit.
Interesting.
Oh boy.
Tell me more.
As he pulls up his invisible sleeves once more and adjusts his hair, he walks out into the middle, clear view of the spider.
Mm-hmm.
He blows one of his party whistles.
They all become active, and they all stare at you with their 8 tiny eyes.
It's like,
Butters
what are you
bows, and he performs a comedy act for.
Sure, go ahead and roll it.
uh-oh. Oh.
Is that a crit?
Okay, it's a 10.
No,
No.
that is not a crit.
So, okay, all right.
It rolls a d20 and it's d0. So unless it's a 20, it's not a crit.
So these spiders start like dancing, right, on their webs, and they start swinging back and forth, waving in the breeze as you're. Well, I mean, what are you doing exactly? Like, what is it that you're doing?
So he's trying his basic comedy act. So he's got his spade out on the ground. He's got his bucket of water. He's got one of the pies leaning on Penelope, and he just goes through his normal act. He bows to them, and then he trips on his foot and falls in the bucket of water. He tries to take the bucket off and steps on the spade as it smacks him. He gets startled and falls into the pie, and that's the end of his show. It's not his most spectacular show, but it's a mediocre show for him to put on.
So you see these spiders like bouncing up and down, clearly laughing, but because they're like so tiny, you can't hear them laugh, but you can see them like chuckling.
Tiny.
Yep.
They're a large man.
Oh, but you can't hear them laughing because they're so far away from you guys. But they're watching this silly pony doing his silly comedy act, and you see them laughing at him. Well, like bouncing up and down, not really laughing, but yes, they're kind of like jiggling on their webs, and the webs are like bouncing back and forth, as they do this.
Just like looking between them, just like, how is this working?
Butters will bow and he'll pull out his ukulele and play them a song as well.
Sure, go ahead and roll it for me. What song do you play for them?
That's a good question. Let me pull it up right now.
Gotta
It's
be a
just
spider
Spider
song.
Dance from Undertale.
Spider song, yep.
2, 4, 6, 8.
It's gotta be a spider song. It's gotta be a spider song. Look at all these guys rocking it. Just rocking it. Oh yeah, I forgot to increase
Hey
that.
Google, play Spider Dance from YouTube on the Chromecast.
Alright, Spider Dance from YouTube. Playing on Ethan.
There's an actual spider dance?
He starts singing, Spider Pony does whatever a spider can, spins a web any size, catches thieves just like size. Look out, here comes the Spider Pony.
It's a hit.
Damn it!
It's a hit. It's a clash of cultures where spider and pony meet eye to eye, 2 to 8 eyes. But yes, they finally meet eye to eye, and they swing and dance, right? And then I think we get like this scene where the spiders are like doing like their gymnastics, just like the spider pony, right? Big fan of Spider Pony. Clearly, big fan. Anything else during this encounter?
I think that's about it for Butters. He bows, he starts packing his things up.
They clearly enjoyed it.
Silver just snorts a bit of the song, just like, how's this working?
It does. It does. It's a beautiful thing. Yes.
Makes no sense, but I'll take it.
Sneaked past the sneaky snake and danced with spiders. And yeah. That's off of Undertale, right? Or
Yeah,
yeah,
Spider Dance.
Yep.
It's Muffet's theme.
I've heard of that before.
Oh,
I've never played it, but I've heard of it. Anything else? As the spiders are too busy to playing, right? Spider Pony to bother you guys.
Butters, don't know how we're going to go about this, but Butters is going to ask for a piece of their web. He still has a mini piano that needs to be repaired, and perhaps these magical creatures' thread could replace his piano wire.
Roll me that sweet,
Hey, Google,
sweet charm.
stop.
I will use a token of friendship to reroll this.
Okay. Roll me that charm. They have a die for. Yes.
Well?
Yes. So, like, I think, like,
Okay.
the two spiders, right, are, like, swinging on webs, and they, like, bounce off of each other as they are too happy, right? And their webs get tangled, right? And it falls down right before Butters.
Oh crap!
And he gets a thread of star spider webbing. A thread of star spider silk. Yes.
Star spider. Jeez, just saying that 5 times. I can't say that one time.
They're star spiders.
That's the tongue twister. Star spider silk.
Star
saying that 5
spider
times fast.
silk. A strand. And it's actually braided
Strand
because,
of star
like, when they
spider
hit,
silk.
right, they swung around each other. So it's a braided.
A shining silver strand of star spider silk.
Yep. So it's even stronger. It's braided.
Once we are clear of these spiders, he will go about fixing his piano and installing the new wire to try it out in his new mini piano.
Roll me that sweet tinkering roll. Tinkering.
It's like I use charges. I expend charges, so I'll expend 2 charges to repair.
Your piano is repaired. Forget that. Yeah, this is cheese. So much cheese. I'm gonna get rid of that. I'm just going to get rid of charges. I'm just going to charge. There's no roll. It just happens.
I mean, it's in the book.
I know. Night approaches. Good. I'll get you one way or the other. Why destroy the piano when I can destroy the entire cart? He'll build it again. He'll just build it again. Go ahead, roll me navigator.
Oh no.
Roll me that sweet
Got it.
tire.
Navi.
Oh, is that
Whoa. That's a bomb.
That is.
You got a bomb.
I believe this is
Explosion.
story time.
Oh.
This is story
Explosion.
time. Okay. Yeah. Give me a second here, guys. It's story time.
Right.
This is Dark Forest? Yeah, Dark Forest. It's way over here. Perfect. So
Spider.
you guys are traveling through the forest, right? Go ahead and place yourselves here. It's getting towards dark, right? It's dusk. Getting towards dark.
Oh, lovely. A critical
guys
hit on a
begin-
dark forest.
Yep. Well, I mean,
Can't
it gets
end
dark
that way.
early, right? This is an old forest. And
Yeah.
it gets darker, right? And not only that, but it's also misty. You guys need to roll me mind and let's see if you can see these things.
Okay. Oh my god, don't do this now. Thank you.
Who sees it?
Oh, that was you. Where is it? Oh god, there it is.
Okay, you're good. Ho, 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 ho. Awesome. Awesome. Would you like to keep that roll, Silver?
I'll keep the one.
Excellent.
Butter's got a crit, he can fix me.
Um,
Butter's got a crit, he can bounce that out, right?
in the distance.
Famous last words.
In the distance.
I'm gonna walk into something's mouth again, aren't I?
Something like that. Butter sees it. Silver does not. What he sees, it appears to be. Oh, do you guys see that? No, it's the wrong thing. Copy. Paste.
Oh god.
Does anyone have any knowledges?
I don't think so.
Okay.
What did you say?
Unless
Silver,
you consider knowledge of Episub to be involved.
you do not see it, so you cannot have any role in this, right? However, Butters does get to have a role on this. Go
That's
ahead
a
and
lot
roll
of
me,
moths.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll me a mind, Butters. Let's see if you have any general knowledge. No.
I mean, can't Butters point out these moths to me? There's a lot of them.
Not yet. Not yet.
Stuff happens.
Right, stuff happens. These moths seem to be glowing, illuminating, bioluminescing.
A Luma moth.
They seem to be on fire.
Oh, great.
And they appear to be approaching you.
I'm just picturing like Butters just bashes me in the shoulder and just points at him.
Everyone roll me body. Silver, you will take a downgrade to this because of that one, and that's about it. That's all that happens for you.
Beep.
Now, what's their bodies?
Eh.
Okay, only die 4. Oh wow, that's still pretty damn good.
Eh.
That's amazing.
Okay, I figured I'd be going last.
Okay. Top of the round, not surprising. Butters sees them first, right? So Butters gets to act first. And then Silver. What, if anything, do you do, Butters? You don't identify them. They seem to be bioluminescing, glowing, and they seem to be approaching you on the wing, approaching fast.
Does it seem like the same flame as Fire Kit and Firefox?
You are not sure.
Well, Butters is going to try and do what he does when he sees creature. Start playing him a tune.
Excellent.
Oh, great.
Excellent.
And I don't even
Tell
see these
me.
things. I'm just like, what are you doing?
You, unfortunately, Silver are just like, I don't know, what is Silver doing, right? These literally are glowing creatures in a dark forest. He's what?
No, it's
What is he
no,
doing?
because I'm like, I don't see the moths, so I can
Right.
just like see Butters start taking out his stuff. I'm just like, what are you doing? There's nothing here.
I think like Silver's like really tired, right? He's been marching all day. He's been flying around and stuff. There's like yawning and not noticing the big flying fiery moths coming at him.
Butters, what are you doing? Butters, there's nothing here. What? This is what? Oh, practice, I guess. I don't know.
I'm trying to find an appropriate moon song real quick.
Luna Moth, roar! Just like, is he not gonna explain why the hell he's taking out his stuff, or no?
Nope. I mean, you know Butters. He just spontaneously plays music. For
He's
no
not trying to
real
be
reason.
rude. He's just silent. He's just always silent. He just doesn't talk.
Until he
That's really
sings.
good. That's really good. I can't beat that, I don't think. Well, maybe. Let's take a look at that.
If you get a lot of crit.
I don't think you could. Well, there's a chance. There's a chance. Yeah. Excellent. Tell me, Butters. Tell me about this song, or what are you playing? What are you doing?
He is going to try out his new piano to see how it sounds with that new string. And he starts singing.
What's he singing?
I'm lying on the moon. My dear, I'll be there soon. It's a quiet and starry place where times were swallowed up in space. We're here 1,000,000 miles away.
Awesome. The creatures seem to move forward, flying.
You'd
towards
think they'd
the
start
sound.
singing. You think he would start singing "I See Fire." Oh, I
Silver.
see what you are doing now. Okay, that's a lot of bugs.
You turn
What?
and you literally see these moths flying at you.
I don't even think I see them as moths for a second. I like just see that the forest is on fire. Just like, whoa, okay. Hmm. That's something.
Now that you see them, Silver, roll me a mind to see if you know what these things are. Awesome.
Just like that. Just like trying to sidestep, but Butter's just there and caught up in it. She's like, he wants to run away. He does.
Excellent. Anything else?
Come on, Butters, come on.
What do you do, Silver?
That's.
What do you do,
He's like
Silver?
trying to get Butters away from the moss. Like, These things are fire or related to fire in some way. We have to get out of here.
Butters shakes his head no as he keeps playing his piano.
Why?
I mean, think about it. You weren't scared of star spiders, like 15 of them, but you're scared of moths, like little tiny moths. Butters.
To be clear, these are about the size of the spiders.
I was scared of the spiders. I was.
Either way, Butters thinks it's going to turn out like the spiders, so he's not scared.
Okay.
They seem to be related to fire, and fire. I don't know if you remember this, but I don't think fire likes us very much.
Are you doing anything, Silver? That's my. I mean, I see that you're talking to Butters, but as you're talking to Butters, these moths are coming in, right? What are you doing?
I die, I will haunt you. Just like spreading my wings.
If I die, I'm going to kill you.
if I die, I will haunt you for the rest of your life. Unless you die too.
Anything else, Silver?
It's pretty. I
Is
can
that
like
where
try
you're
to.
positioning
I
yourself?
can like gust of wind with my wings to push him away.
Yeah, that would work.
Flying
Anything
roll.
else, Silver?
Yeet.
So what are you doing, Silver?
Big ol' flapperoo trying to get him.
So this one right here, right? The nearest one.
Just in general, just big ol' flapperoo.
Excellent. Let's see here. I don't think
Gust
he can
of
beat
wind.
you,
Gust
right?
of wind.
No, it's a body check. Could. Oh, it could. No.
Okay.
Where would you like to position this moth-like creature?
It's like away in general. Honestly, I don't have a
Go ahead and
specific
ping where you'd like him to be.
Maybe just like push him into this one so they both fly back. Maybe.
So you fly, right? And you whoosh, and you push him back, and he flies all the way back to that one. Yes. Anything else, Silver?
Can I do it
Talks.
again for the other ones around us?
No.
Just like got my wings spread again for another gust. Just
Sure.
stay away.
Butters, it is your turn. You see Silver flare, just a gust of wind, like a Pidgey.
Gust of wind.
Butters is going to shake his head as he tries to continue his song.
I see fire.
Would you like to re-roll that?
No.
I see fire.
So tell me
Inside
how,
the
like,
mountain, I see
you hit
fire.
a tune wrong.
Burning the tree.
He was distracted by Silver Flare trying to shoo the miles away, and he misplaced his hoof and hit the wrong key.
The piano, right? You're playing
I
your
don't
piano.
like this.
Yes.
like
It
this.
bings, right? Like, boing.
I really don't like this.
That's when they start circling around you, right? Not only that, but they seem
I
to
don't
like
like this
these
at all.
two circling around you in like a pattern. And like as they're flying around you, it starts to get like really, really hot, right? And everyone needs to roll me a mind.
I
and
told
see if
you.
you see the shadowy person or pony watching you. Yes, yes.
I
Both
told
of see
you.
him.
Yeah. Oh boy.
And then switch back
Hello,
here.
fire.
You see this shadowy pony watching you from behind this tree. He gestures and motions, and the butterflies seem to like swirl and whirl
Okay.
around you as if being command or controlled.
He's a heartless. I think I made this joke already. I'll stop.
Interesting.
Do we gotta roll charm or mind or something?
No, this is just his initiative.
Oh, that was for his initiative. Okay.
Yep.
D20 body check? That's not cool.
So the moths circle around you, and you notice like it's starting to get like really, really hot, and it is his turn, right? That's when you like notice him doing this like he's using his hooves to like shift and shiver, right? Silver, it is your turn.
I'm gonna try to like push them out of the way with a gust of wind, like say these ones. Try to push them out of the way so I can take Butters and the Yepsub Numas out of there.
Sure, go ahead and try to break the encirclement.
There it is. Roll it, please. Thank you.
I don't think they can beat that. They don't. Tell me how like
They
this
can't have
swirling
like stupidly high crit.
wave, right? Tell me about your powerful wings and how you blast them all back. How far back are you going to blast them?
Well, I'm gonna like try to go down here and just like, push them like this way.
Sure, go ahead and ping wherever you like to place them. If you like to displace them.
Just off the map. Push them off the map.
No, that's
over
not how
here
this works.
somewhere.
I like them to just
Push 'em
disappear. I'm like, sorry, bro. No, that's not going to happen.
As close to off the
Good
map
thinking,
as I
though.
can,
I like
over
that creative
here.
thinking. I like to just make them disappear.
Just push them off the map so we can't see
How
them
about like
anymore.
20 to 30 feet away?
Yep.
How about that?
Sure. And then just like, all right, we're leaving now. Agreed?
Yes, you do break the encirclement. If you can, this would be now the time to escape, if you could.
This is a good time for me to out. Oh, crap.
Well, you've already did your thing, though.
Yeah.
You've already did your flying thing,
Right.
so now
you've done your burst, right? So you've scattered the butterflies everywhere. And now it is Butter's turn.
All right, Butters, we're getting out of here, right?
seeing this creature, locking eyes with it for a brief second, Butters calmly turns to Penelope. He kind of pushes Equestria into the cart and pulls out the perfectly preserved ancient tuxedo. And he closes Equestria in the cart as he calmly starts walking towards the shadowy creature, holding out the ancient tuxedo.
Okay, roll me first charm, right? So roll me a charm.
I will spend 3 tokens of friendship to automatically succeed on this.
Excellent. Excellent. Tokens of darkness gather. Thank you, by the way. What is your intention? To be clear, what is your intention here?
The intention is he believes that this may either be fire or Misty. He's going to try to remind them of their wedding vows. He thinks that there is some forlorn love involved, and he is going to remind them of their wedding day, or try to, by presenting this figure with the tuxedo of their wedding.
Excellent. Anything else?
No, he is just going to try to approach the figure, respectfully holding the tuxedo towards the. He's got Equestria tied down in Penelope so that it's not in danger as he calmly walks forward, pulling Penelope behind, ignoring the moths as he does so and keeping his eyes fixed on the figure.
It is the moth's turn. Instead of flying directly at you and attempting to burn you in what appeared to be almost an inferno, they kind of like hover there, right? In space. And they're just like flapping there, right? And just
Would I put him out?
no, it's not It's not your turn. I think this is like where the shadowy figure, right? It's dark, and he or it or whatever it is, it's like approaches, right? Butters. Silver Flare, it's your turn.
Uh,
The moths get out of your way.
There was, like,
Butters.
actively, like, slightly mad because, like, he wants to get that out of there. He's gotta save Butters. That's fire. That's more than likely fire, and fire does not like us. They'll try to go along with what Butters is doing, like getting the ancient gown out.
Sure. Go ahead and roll me a charm.
As
As Silver Flare approaches the shadowy figure. Would you like to reroll?
I'll use 2
To reroll that? Okay, go ahead. And it's an upgrade.
Wow.
So reroll upgrade. These low rolls.
Yay, slightly better.
We'll see.
Oh, I rolled it twice. Crap.
Is that a crit? That's a good question. No, that's not a crit.
Yeah, that accidental second roll was a crit.
Excellent. Butters, it is your turn. It's not his turn.
Butters, guy. He's just like getting the dress out, like muttering to Butters. Oh,
Butters continues walking forward towards the figure. Once he gets within 10 feet, he will hold out the preserved tuxedo and nod his head, bow his head towards the creature.
Interesting. Anything else, Butters?
No.
The moths continue to like float around you, right? They close the distance, right? But it's only just to be like illuminating. And you notice like they spread out, right? Always keeping the figure in darkness. This pony, right? Cloaked in shadows, like reaches out its hoof. What do you do, Butters? Do you give the tuxedo to this figure?
He does.
The figure takes the tuxedo and turns to leave.
Silver Flare is genuinely confused as
It
to
is
how
Silver
that
Flare's
that
turn.
actually
You
works.
notice that the moths continue to just float in the air, right?
Butters, if he could, is going to put out a hoof to stop Silver from approaching close.
Oh, he stops the second you do that. He does not want to approach. It's like making sure you don't get your butt. Make sure you don't get your head handed to you.
Butters, it is your
He
turn.
wants to kill it. He will put he's gonna put the just away at the though because apparently
Butters will keep a wary eye on the figure as it walks away. He's not going to do anything else. But he is going to put the hand out, or the hoof out, for Silver to just wait.
Interesting.
nod, just like
The moths
very
continue
intense
to
nodding.
float there, right? And the pony continues to go deeper and deeper into the darkness.
Is the pony going the opposite way of the world tree?
Give me a second. I need to look at where he's going. Where is she? Or it's. I can't tell you everything. No. No. Be going the closest route. That would be. He is heading directly east.
He's heading to the tree.
Northeast.
Oh,
So
he's
towards
heading
the mountains, then.
That's good.
Sure. Let me see your map.
I don't think there's... well, yeah, there are some mountains on the northeastern side of the island. There's some hills.
Yeah, there's some hills.
there were some hills. We're not sure there are anymore because the map is wrong.
Yeah, who knows what's there now?
Apparently not us. Lovely.
After the figure has turned, Butters is going to walk out if the moths don't do anything, that is. Because it is the moth's turn.
What's going to happen, right? Unless you guys do anything, the figure is going to leave, and the moths are going to remain stationary, allowing you guys time to do whatever you wish. So the moths are currently just hovering there. Do you guys leave this scene?
Silver is still genuinely confused. How that worked. He did not expect that to work at all.
Butters is going to sigh, and yes, he will leave. But he has a glint in his eye, a greater determination to reach the world.
Let's keep on.
Excellent. The moths continue to float there. A brief time of illumination. You depart further into the north. You head north towards the world tree, while the figure headed northeast. Yeah. Let's go ahead and go back over towards the.
Yeah, like we're heading northeast. We're gonna have to switch to northwest after a sec.
You guys are heading towards the north. To be clear.
Okay.
We're headed eventually northwest to get to the tree. Yes. And I will remove the perfectly preserved tuxedo from my inventory.
Actually, we can just go like straight north from here. We just go straight north from here and get to the.
After we are safe from the moths, Butters will let Equestria out and apologize to it for forcefully putting it in there. He's never been that forceful with Equestria.
Roll me a charm. See how Epsbub takes it. This is your charm, by the way. Oh no! Roll me Epsbub's mind. Let's see if he's going to take a butt hurt to this. Oh no! Interesting. So you apologize to Epsbub, but I think we get like his like little like leafy arms like crossed. He's just like. He like literally sticks out his tongue at you, Butters. He now has a grudge against you, Butters.
No, I'm just picturing like the episode, just like you tell what to do, Dad.
Yeah.
Butters, he sighs and frowns at this as he continues to pull everyone towards the tree.
For one of Epsibub's quirks, I need you to add teenager attitude. As Epsibub begins to grow, defiant of his parent. By the way, Epsibub's been growing, right? Epsibub's been growing these past times, so he's now getting towards that teenage spirit of rebellion.
we match now.
Yep.
It's like a this crossing, so we match.
Starts getting like goth. He becomes goth.
Yep, we're gonna come back one day and his leaves are gonna be green instead of purple.
Yep. I want to be like my brothers. I want to be like my true brothers. You're not even part of my family tree. Literally, my family tree.
Family boy.
Yep, my family forest. You can't tell me what to do, Dad. You can't tell me what to do. Interesting.
Oh God.
Interesting. Teenager defiance. Yep. You guys, that was the end of that encounter. That was part of his story, which was interesting. And you guys passed that with flying colors.
Cool.
Who knows what that was about?
Butters thinks he might know what it's about.
Aren't sure.
I don't.
Here's a good question, right? So you guys are like camping out, right? And even still, as you guys are camping, you notice like the moths like flying, right? As you guys are starting to camp out, you see in the distance like little floating fireflies, but you know that they're not. You know that they're giant moths. What do you guys do as you guys begin to make camp? I assume.
Butters is going to try to bake Episub an apology cake.
Well, it's nighttime, right? It's nighttime.
Yes.
So you won't be able to make a cake unless you're going to stay up all night to do it. So that's something that you want to do. So that encounter happened at night, right? You guys
Yes.
got lucky because it was a story one, and you guys really, really succeeded on that one. So
I'm trying, and currently I'm trying to edit my map to match what we've actually seen on here.
Then no,
But
he
I
will
might
wait
have to
till
actually
the
be
day
accurate.
to make the apology cake. Even though he wants to make up with Episub, it's going to be dangerous getting this far into the forest and to be exhausted. I don't think he would recover from that.
Silver, are you doing anything special that night?
I'm trying to edit my map to actually be accurate.
Good luck. Says the DM who gave you the map. That's a hint, by the way. That's a hint. It's a
I
thousand-year-old
I
map.
could roll mine to try it.
You know that the map is oriented correctly, but it does not mean that the map is completely
correctly.
accurate.
Very wrong. But I'm gonna try to make it look accurate. Here we go.
You make
I don't
no
make it
headway.
worse, Lee.
Yeah, you
I don't
make
make
no
it worse.
headway.
Alright. Well, other than that, some foraging maybe.
At night?
What?
This is nighttime, so it's currently night. Are you guys going to bed, or are you doing anything special? Currently, in the distance, you see the fire moths. Look like fireflies, right?
Butters is going to sleep. He's going to sleep with Penelope in similar fashion that we did a couple of days ago.
So, are you doing anything, Silver?
Doing, I guess.
Okay.
Nighttime hunt.
Nighttime passes by uneventfully. In the morning, you notice that the fire moths or the maze moths have disappeared overnight.
Yay. Not like a little too hot for my taste. Other than that, navigation, I guess.
Mm-hmm. You gotta roll me navigation as morning approaches. Is that a crit? That's still a crit. You may move 2 days. Tell me again, like how badass you are on this. What is it that you find easily, like, like making headway? Am I on the right stuff? Yeah, I'm on the right thing. There we go. Oops.
Whoa.
It's not allowing me to select. That's kind of weird. Okay. Go ahead and place yourself.
Do we have time during this day for Butters to bake his apology?
Go ahead and bake me that sweet, sweet cake.
Woo.
Roll me a mind for Epsbub to see if he forgives you.
Mind?
Yep,
Mind.
mind.
Be charmed.
Oh, man. Oh. So you bake him this wonderful, delicious cake, right? And like you set it out in front of Epsbub, and Epsbub literally just, well, first off,
Yay.
would you like to spend a token of friendship?
No.
Epsbub literally smacks the cake out of your hooves, right? And all that hard work goes splattering on the floor. and it just completely ruins that cake, right? Epsiba like crosses his defiant little vine leaves, right, and sticks his tongue out at you, clearly mad, and clearly this cake is not going to please him.
Butters, being the pony that he is, will start taking notes to add this to his next, to start working in Episub's attitude into his next performance.
That's a good question. I mean, will he even perform with you? Like, he seems pretty mad at you.
Well, most of the time, Episub hasn't noticed that he's in the performance.
Yeah.
It's not, I mean, he's not the brightest of plants yet.
Oh, no. Not even close. And it's showing, right? It's a young plant creature. Truly defiant.
Crab and Goyle.
Truly defiant of its parent. Yeah. Go ahead and mark off one day's rations as you waste it on this nice cake. I mean, it was a good cake.
So we're just like look at the episode. Now, don't be like that. That's very rude. Like giving it a firm talking to, but he doesn't want to hit it.
Roll me a mind, Butters. As like Epsiba like focuses its rage on poor Silver.
That'd be a charm for me.
Mind for Butters or mind for Episub?
Epsiba.
Oh my god!
Amazing. So you know how usually like they choose somebody else, right, to be their parent or whatever? No. He is totally defiant of both of you. So like teenage defiant party now. So he is a teenage defiant party. So everyone in the party is defiant too. That's amazing. So here's a good question. Butters, would you like to spend a token of friendship?
3-1
okay.
in a row.
All right. So put like parentheses party.
6 damage on magic missile.
Amazing. Teenager attitude towards total party.
What the hell? I think your D4 is broken, man.
It is only a D4, like I keep saying. He's not the brightest of plants.
Oh, I have to look at something.
It's just like, we're trying to be good boy parents. I'm trying not to be mean.
That's amazing.
I don't want to. I could crush you very easily. I'm not gonna.
I think that's what sends him off, right? It's like, oh, well, I could crush you, but I'm not. And like, Epsiba just like totally gets mad when you say that, right? It's
just like, I don't want to hurt. I could. I'm not going to. I'm not going to be that kind of a...
Amazing.
I can see it. I can see why a fledgling plant creature would be upset about that.
I think this is as like we see like Silver like walk over like a beautiful flower. He's like, I could crush you, and you literally step on like a flower, and then like Epsiba's like,
no.
like,
no, I don't do that. I'm just like, I don't want to hurt you. I could, like, I show my talons, like, I could. I don't want to. Please.
Little bits of petals falling off those claws as you show him.
No.
Like, and he can't feel it, right? He can't feel him stepping on.
Yeah, but you didn't even notice. You didn't even notice.
So he seems total callous. Total callous to the plant struggle.
Whoops. That was an accident.
Are you doing anything special, Silver? As Epsiba like goes into a corner pouting, that his two parents are terrible.
There it goes. Better than Silver's parents. No. Other than that, some foraging.
Sure. Go ahead and roll it for me.
Food is priority number 1 at all times. on.
Yes. Yes. Would you like to use a token of friendship to give
Oh,
me poor
sweet
powers
Jesus.
of darkness?
Well, I'm so done with eyes that I just sort of store everything in Penelope when I go foraging. So I don't really have anything to lose. I'll keep it.
Well, this is the wonderful thing about foraging. You guys do it together. Let's go ahead and scroll on over.
I don't think we can trust the episode alone anymore.
Silver, go ahead and roll me a die 8. Let's see what terrible things you conjure for everyone.
It's gonna be another Manticore.
It could be. It's on there.
It's okay. We've got experience with manticores.
It's gonna.
2.
We've got experienced Manticores. They like spanking tigers.
Interesting.
Can I point out the fact that this is 3 mind rolls in a row that have been critical fails?
Roll me mind as you travel through the forest.
Time for another 1.
Sure.
Nope, 5. Okay.
No. See
Now,
what
would you like Butters to roll
is.
as well?
Yes, Butters, go ahead and do that as well. Let's see what her body is. And if you roll terribly, she might be able to beat this. Yeah, Butters sees her. Awesome.
I mean, I just sort of get a glimpse. It's a tie. Tie
Yeah.
on the die.
Oh, that's the wrong layer.
I'm gonna have to earn this loyalty back, like Ash did with Pikachu in the original anime, aren't I? Like, we're gonna have a Manticore attack, and they're just gonna like save his ass.
Butters, you notice her first, and then
that's
Silver
a treat.
notices. She or he appears to be some
pretty boy.
sort of elk.
Pretty boy.
That's what he looks like.
Winter?
What, if anything, do
Yeah.
you do?
Butters pulls out his ukulele this time and plays it.
Excellent. Go ahead and roll me that ukulele. Interesting.
If this elk likes it, I'm confirming that it's
With
frickin'
D20s, I haven't
weird.
been able to roll past a 15. Like most of it's been in the lowest
know.
spectrum of D20 rolls.
I don't know. I don't roll your dice. Get
I
good.
can't
Get
roll.
good, Hunk Papa. Get good.
Our land dice are shit.
Yeah, okay.
Oh,
Interesting.
okay.
This elk freezes in place and like stares at you, Butters, and says, "What are you doing in my forest?"
Oh, we talked. Okay.
Butters kind of cocks his head at this. He points to the ground and then he points to the elk, trying to ask, "This is Misty."
The elk stares at
The
you,
issue.
confused.
Butters stares back, confused.
Silver. Pony and elk stare at each other in confusion as they're like, "What? So we get this playing. You clearly like Misty, and he's just like, "What? What do you do, Silver Flare?"
Well, he asked the question. I might as well answer. We are heading towards the tree near the center of the island. Well, not the center, but we're a few days away from the giant world tree off in the distance.
The elk stares at
Side
you
of a mountain.
and says,
I'm like trying to describe the world tree. Friggin' Yggdrasil.
I mean, when you say massive tree, it automatically realizes what you're saying. Saying that's not Misty.
No. He was asking if you were Misty.
What? No.
I don't. Misty's the island.
We're talking about Drizzle Heart. He seems confused. Are you talking about Drizzled Heart?
Drizzled.
The tree. That's where Drizzled
Yes.
Heart lives.
Oh, someone lives there. Well,
Of course.
I guess that makes sense. The thing's enormous. I think it could host a town.
Butters is going
You're
to.
not with him, are you?
No. Fire? No.
You know Fire?
I think so?
That's when
We
the
met
elk runs.
someone-
Yeah. it's
Butters
going to
face
attempt to escape.
palms and turns to Silver and shakes his head.
It is going to escape. Are you going to chase?
Butters would like to
Hey,
try to, I don't know, lure it back. If he could.
No, it's not coming back. The only way to now catch it would be
Like-
a body check to chase after it.
Butters will chase after it.
Excellent. We have a foot race. Okay.
I have a wing
so,
race. I can fly.
That is true.
New.
But this is Elk's home, and you are in its forest. So everybody,
He's
place
using
yourself
my
on this
ability
line.
against me.
Everyone, place yourself on this line. Right. The elk has a head start. Literally, it started running as soon as
He's
Silver
using my-
says, "Yeah, I think so. I know Fire." The elk starts running.
I think so. I'm not sure.
2, 3, 4, 5,
Oh.
6.
Gotta go fast.
So everybody roll a body, and then this is the amount of places that you can move. The goal is to get to this tree. Okay? Everybody see it? It's the end. I'll draw the finishing line right here. So finishing line right there.
So
The
so
elk has a head start, right? Okay, and the elk moves.
So the 6, I can move like 6 spaces.
You may move 6 spaces, yes.
Wait, we're not with him.
Like I said, as you say that, once again, the elk from its starting position moves 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So as you're like yelling and shouting, right, it is bounding over brush and stuff. Butters, are you chasing?
And Butters
can
got
move
the
8.
so he goes
Yep.
here. Wow.
Right? So this is literally like you guys are running through the forest, right? By the way, are you leaving your stuff behind?
No, Butters is pulling the cart with Equestria trailing behind, like attached by the rope.
Okay. Just to be clear, I want to make sure everybody's where everybody's at, right?
Yes.
All right,
Butters is pulling Penelope behind him.
Do you continue the chase as elk continues running through the forest?
Yes.
Excellent. Go ahead and roll me another body as the elk continues to
We
move.
look like the bad guy.
2.
7, 6. Okay.
Go ahead and move yourself 6 and 7. You're beginning to catch up to the elk. I think it like gets its horn snagged on like some
We aren't
some
with
tree
him.
brush, right? And it gets stuck
That
right
is-
there. Butters, did you catch him?
It looks like it.
Are you going to attempt to tackle him?
He is going to attempt, I think, to get ahead of him to stop him.
Cut him off, yeah.
I mean, I'm pretty sure that you can, but we'll see. So currently, you guys are literally running neck and neck. The carts that you're pulling, right? The guy's like, the elk's like looking at you and then looking back at the cart, right? He's like, what? How's he doing this? So badass. Roll me
very
one more
strong.
body as you guys are currently neck and neck for. Oh, nope, that's wrong. Here we go. Oh, 2.
8.
2. I think you can get in front of him. 1, 2, 3. Yep. So Silver, like you are like flying, right? And
5.
like flying above them,
6,
and the
7,
brush
8.
is like blocking your view of them. Right. Butters, are you going to get in front of him?
Yes, he is.
He is going to try to leap over you. Right? So
I'm
this is body
flying.
versus body, right?
Okay.
I am flying. Oh god.
Yes. So he's going to attempt to leap over you. Nope. Oh, no, it needs to be a die 10. Die 10.
Well, Buttersquash. Stop.
He stops, right? You're too fast for him. And he stops.
Oh.
He's like, no, don't hurt me. Leave me alone. I want nothing to do with you.
He just like jumps
Butters
jumped on me.
opens his mouth and just says, "Not fire. Looking to help Misty."
Roll me a charm. Okay, and then he'll roll a charm. He's like, okay,
Hey.
fine. I'll listen to what you have to say as long as you don't hurt me.
We won't hurt you.
Butters nods.
He
What
just
do
like
you want?
lands. Just,
Butters will point to. Well, he'll go over to Silver and he'll pull out part of the ancient gown.
oh yeah. We found that apparently Fire and Misty were. I think. It's very confusing.
Why are you guys talking about that old
Right.
legend?
Because we walked.
So Butters
We
is
saw-
going to try to ask where Misty is.
We saw a spiritual recreation of the wedding. It was very, very weird.
What are you talking about? Misty's dead. According to the legend.
Butters shakes his head and points to the ground, trying to say that, from what we understand, Misty is the island and she's still alive.
He laughs at this. So the Duke, he says, my name's Duke. And I don't believe in those legends. That sounds silly. What type of outsiders come in and say, yeah, Misty Island is alive?
The one who met the hippocampus, who told me this. From
Who?
here. What was her name? Like Coral Dream?
If you know. Oh, you're talking about that sea pony.
Yes.
Yeah. I know her.
She knows the island's alive.
We trade knickknacks every once in a while.
And
Yeah, she always has a fancy for legends and stories. I like listening to them, but I don't believe them. You do you don't, do you?
Speaking of trade, Butters is going to pull out some of his sweet potatoes, just like one or two, showing that we can trade as well. If he takes us back to wherever his camp is, wherever his people are.
Roll me charm. Hero's charm. Wow, I've been rolling twos. He says, "What are you looking to trade, friend? I'm always in the mood to trade."
Well, what does he have?
That's a good question. What does he have?
information.
So you think that he is kind of like a local, right? You quickly find out that he doesn't have like a shop or anything like that, but he does collect baubles and knickknacks to help himself survive. So he's kind of like a peddler of sorts. He kind of travels around collecting items.
Is there a more recent map of the island? One that's more accurate than this 1,000-year-old piece of...
He looks at your map and he's like, well, that's not right. There's a swamp. And those are mountains. And there's also a tree. And there's also 2 new villages that are there.
This thing really is old, huh?
He's like, have you been away for 1,000 years? Where did you come from? You're from Misty and Fire?
We are not with either faction. I'm not sure what they are.
Maybe he can mark on our map or help us mark on our map what these new locations
Yes. Like a more recent map would be very appreciated, sir.
He says, sure. Sure, to see if I can edit this. I will. Offline.
Thank you. This thing
He
is
says,
And
yeah,
we
I'll
will-
be able to edit that.
We will give him a sweet potato for helping.
a sweet potato.
He says, oh, thank you very much. Oh, that's nice. He like sniffs it. And he's like, ooh, fresh. Where'd you find these at?
Around, honestly.
He says, every so often I find them, but not as sweet as these. These are really good.
Yes, that. He has an eye for food. He really
He
does.
says, I have an eye for many things.
But the map and
Where do you come from?
perhaps like
You guys seem
we come
strange.
from
You have old maps and talking about Misty and Fire and showing me this wedding dress.
we haven't talked. We haven't talked with Fire. We've seen him. I think. I'm not sure.
Butters is going to
Oh.
point on the map to the ocean, and he's going to kind of point off, saying that we're not from anywhere near the island.
He says, you haven't seen Fire. If you had seen Fire, you'd be dead.
We saw his associates, like Firefox, Kit.
You saw Firefox?
There were moths, I think. Like there was this black pony with dark white eyes, and I think it's Fire. I'm not sure.
He says, no, that's not Fire. That's his lieutenant.
Mm.
You're lucky. Very
Let me
lucky to have
guess,
escaped
Snow?
him.
His name's like, who are Fire and Misty? Like according to the legend. According to
You
the
see,
legend,
Fire
this
has
is the
several
island. Who is
lieutenants. Is that what you're talking about? Which one are you talking about? Which one did he look like?
Like,
Or her?
I don't know. It was tall, black as ash, white pupils. I don't even think there were eyes. There were like, I like take a sheet of something and like try to sketch out the thing.
Are you talking about Shadowheart or Blacksmith?
I don't know. He was just tall, black, white-eyed, and not much else.
Well, what happened? He like stares at you like, well, what happened?
There were these.
Did you see his
Like-
soldiers?
No, just
The metal
Moth.
ponies.
moths and the black pony. That was it. The moths
Moths.
surrounded us. It started to get warm. I pushed them away, And Butter started approaching the lieutenant. I don't know what was going through his head. I never know what's going through his head. And he gave this tuxedo from the wedding we saw with the spear. It was very weird. Gave the
I don't
tuxedo
know what you're talking
to the
about.
lieutenant.
Why did you give him a tuxedo?
I like try to like.
That's weird.
describe-
You're weird. You gave him a tuxedo? Such
I
a
don't-
strange owl pony griffin.
I don't understand.
Butters shrugs at
Butters
this
and-
and motions to the. He motions to the sweet potato that he gave them. And it's not any different. Trade for a trade.
It's like, if it was one of Fire's lieutenants, you probably wouldn't have survived.
I'm surprised we did.
Why would a tuxedo stop him? It's never stopped him
I
before.
do not understand how it stopped him. Or why it
Butters,
stopped.
as they're
He took the
scratching their
top
heads, he's going to point to the world tree. He wants to know who it was that the Duke said lived at the world tree.
Drizzleheart?
Yes, who? There's a lot of names flying around. I don't know any of them.
I know them all. You need to know who to avoid
That's-
and who not to.
That's
Maybe he can
something-
tell us
Please.
who to avoid and
roll
who
me a
is friendly.
charm. Roll me a charm to see if you can get him to tell you.
You
a bunch
roll
of
the
stuff.
charm. I have bad charm. I can't. roll
Would you
the
like to use a token of friendship?
I
I-
think
I
so.
I need the lore. Should we just conjoin and spend 3?
Okay.
Nope. Just one will do.
He says,
Damn it.
sorry, friend. Sorry. I don't know you, and I'm not willing to share all my secrets and who I know and whatnot. How do I know you're not some spy for Fire?
Because I thought we would be killed by him.
Well, Butters points to the fact
Well,
that we don't have
apparently
any
you talk
fire
well.
on
Yeah,
us.
and-
Like, we're not. Nothing's burning around us.
I
As
think
you
this
say
is
that.
like where we have like F's above, like trying to like rub 2 sticks together in the back. Being like a little rebel,
like-
right? He's like,
Gusts of wind with my wings. Just, it's a no, not right now.
let's see what he knows. Now, he like looks at Epsabub and he's like, "What is that? Is that one of Fire's many creations?"
No, it's complicated.
Butters shakes his head no and points to himself
Yeah,
and then points to. Yep.
He made that. I don't quite understand how. He took like the remains of this cupcake monster that tried to eat me and planted it in a bush.
He
I
says,
don't
"I'll
know.
trade you. I'll trade you all the information for that creature right there." Points to Epsabub.
Hmm. 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 That.
Oh no, did it stop recording? Hope not. What do you
Do we?
do, Hunk Papa?
Well, the question is, what does Silver do? Your loyalty over there?
I don't know. Friggin' I'm leaving it up to you.
Butters
I
will
don't
not
know what-
sell EP sub for information. So Butters shakes his head no. And I'm
This is
sure we
great.
get a cutscene of
He's-
EP sub trying to act out again.
Of course, you're right. Like I think he like throws a stick at you,
He's a
like
rebel,
with 2
but he's
sticks.
a
Like he throws
rebel.
a stick at each of you, like bonks you both on the head. Yeah, it doesn't do any damage, right? But it's just
Good aim.
a show of of his
He's a
rebellious
rebel, but he's
nature,
not.
right?
He's a rebel.
It says,
but he's
"I
not
am
rebel.
Duke
Alright.
Bristle. This is my woods. This is my forest. This is my home.
I am Silver Flare, and this is Butter Squash, and we
It's
are
nice to
sorry
meet you.
for scaring you.
Well,
Well,
you did say that you were part of fire. I can't trust
No.
people who are. Ponies who
we
are.
said we met. We said we thought we met.
Butters puts his hoof up and he pulls out his ukulele to continue his song because he does recall Fire Kit saying that fire does not like music.
Go ahead and roll me a charm
Oh yeah.
as you're attempting to. Yeah.
Oh.
So you kind of soothe out Duke Bristles, right? So he was kind of like on edge. He's like, "No, man, I'm just trying
How
to.
could we be with
I'm just
fire?
trying to stay alive here." And you're like, "Hey, wait." So he calms
We
down, right?
aren't with.
He calms down.
We are not with.
He says, "You
Trust
need to
me,
be careful
this-
with that."
Trust me, this stallion is way too obsessive over music to be with fire.
He says, "Music's not allowed on this island."
Butters shakes his head.
Tell that
Yes,
to
like
every
he
animal we've
understands.
met. Tell that to
Says
every
it does
animal
two
we've ever
things.
met.
It draws the metal ponies to you, and it also there's supposed to be no happiness or joy,
Mm.
no celebrations.
Butters
you're-
pulls up his invisible sleeves and straightens out his hair again. And he reaches in Penelope and pulls out a party hat with a serious look on his face.
just screw you. Party tap.
Well, he says you need to be careful. You could draw the minions of fire down upon you.
We've done that enough already, and we've escaped every time.
But why? That makes no sense.
I don't know.
You said you met Firefox?
Firefox and Firekit. I don't know how we got out of there.
If you escaped, that means that it's because of a reason. You
Butters
said you've met one of the lieutenants?
And yes, the tall black one with white eyes,
He doesn't know which one you're talking
like
about.
looked like a standing shadow with white pupils.
He's not sure which one you're talking about.
Didn't talk. Just kind of walked. Took tuxedo. I don't know why.
so
I don't know why
Butters-
either.
Butters is going to point a hoof to his head, showing that he's smart, and that's how we've escaped. Is Butters has outwitted them.
The machinations of my mind are an enigma.
It must be something. Perhaps it's the music that you play.
That makes sense. It would. They don't like the music, so it might push them away, and they don't want to deal with Butter's odd cheeriness, I guess. I'm not sure. Very confusing situation all around.
You should see it from my side. He like laughs at this
I'm
nervously.
trying to.
So we got a
I'm
pony
just
and a
as
griffin
you
and some
are.
sort of creature coming from a far distant land, and is not part of fire but knows fire, has met 2 or 3 minions of fire and hasn't died. So he's just like trying to like figure stuff out, and then he's like, "You believe in old legends of Misty?"
Well, if the island has changed this much since the map was made,
Does he know where Misty used to live?
Misty's a legend.
What does the legend say? Does he know what the legends say? Can you tell us again?
See if he gives you an accurate account.
Ooh.
Yeah. He says that Misty and fire used to be a thing.
I'll roll his explosion.
Oh, that is true.
Nope.
He says that, yeah, according to the legend, they used to be a thing. And then, like, something happened, and they had a spat, and, let's see here. He says, Well, the locals believe that fire killed her, but I don't believe that.
Well,
That's not what
obviously you don't
happened.
believe any of it, so
Yeah. Fire's just a mean a-hole. Fire is fire.
by the way,
He has a commanding presence. He rules from the mountains.
do you know anything about like strange statues that curse when the gems are removed or whatever? I took a gold plate off of a statue, and now my talons don't feel.
He says, I'm sorry, I don't know what you're talking about.
I figured. Well,
Are you talking about the bush willies?
there were statues
Are you
near
talking
that.
about the bush willies who, they're my friends, and they make artwork for fire.
Hmm.
Did you notice that they were trimming trees?
Butters pulls out his watermelon. He shows him the fancy watermelon that was grown.
He says, yeah, that's from their garden.
Mm-hmm.
Butters also, well, no, he doesn't. He kind of scratches his head, but he puts the watermelon back and doesn't do anything else.
The Yep sub over there,
Butters
his
shakes
original
his head
voice
no,
came from
as he sighs heavily as Silver continues to speak.
I think like Duke's like, well, I see that you're no threat to me. You guys are clearly ignorant of everything. He says, stay away from the ruins. Those ruins would be the death of you.
Stay away from where? I'm sorry.
He says there's two places that you need to avoid. The ruins of Cake Town and Marisol.
Oh.
Stay away from them.
Butters
already-
starts to drool at the mention of Cake Town and that delicious meal he had there.
I believe that was
and the
Marisol.
delicious meal I
Marisol.
became there.
Butters doesn't know that.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. He thinks it's the others. He says, yes, stay away from them. There are strange creatures there. He says Cake Town has something very large and insidious. It has grown fat and ancient. A giant worm.
A giant Alaskan boar. No. That
will
Alaskan
eat
boar.
Whatever goes there. Stay away from there.
Does the Duke remember what Misty and Fire fought about?
He rolled a natural 10, so this is a crit.
Good.
Yeah. Yeah, of course. Immortality.
Oh. Well, apparently one of them succeeded.
Oh, it's a legend. I don't believe that crap.
Well, if fire's been a thing since the legend of time, and he's still around today, clearly he succeeded.
Every tyrant dies.
And how long has fire been around?
Before I was born.
I don't know the lifespan of ponies.
There could be a
He
case
laughs
of
at this. He
different
says,
ponies
you
replace
think
Fire.
he's a pony? He laughs
This
at this.
Fair point. There appear to be no ponies.
I have never seen fire. That's why it was mind-boggling to see you outsiders to have seen him.
Well, do you have anything else you want to ask him about us, or should we go?
Does he have anything else to trade? We've got the information that we've bought. Is there anything else that he has available to trade? In
Says that I
particular
was
from the
out
island.
Foraging. I wasn't expecting to trade any of my goods, so most of my items are not here. And I do not trust you enough to show you my house.
That's understandable.
You caught me while I was foraging.
I'm sorry to have startled you like that.
Well,
You weren't
I need
trying
to be better on my toes.
Yeah,
Or hooves.
it's always the best place. It's always the best sense to be in.
Says, be careful going forth, strangers. You seem
We will.
pretty ignorant of the ways of this island. Who knows what other death traps you could walk into?
I've walked into plenty of things and come out alive.
Butters nods
One
his
more.
head and stares off in the distance as he thinks about the revenge he'll have on that dabbing.
He calls after you as you're like leaving, right? He says, never trust the word of Firefox. Never.
We don't. I don't like that fox.
Butters nods and waves and back in reply to.
All right. I think that's the end of that scene, right?
Think so.
I think this is where we're going to end tonight's episode. We're at the 2-hour mark, so yeah, we'll head back over to the Overland map. Yeah. Lots of stuff happened. How'd you guys feel about this episode?
A lot of stuff happened.
I think we
Okay,
made good story progress.
So
A lot of good things happened, I think.
I believe
But we're not-
this is where Mare saw or Cake. I'm just gonna draw worm.
We're not near the end yet because those tokens of darkness haven't started being used yet.
Not even close. Not even close. I want to thank you guys for giving me 4 tokens of darkness, by the way. I really appreciate that. That was pretty sweet. Those were delicious. I
That didn't
thought they were
work at
pretty
all.
good. Anything else to have or say tonight? Give you guys something to think about.
Just wrote out worm
I think,
really badly.
The session's going to end as we're studying over the newly updated map to find out where we're going next.
Oh, yes. That's something I'd like to see. The actual complete map of the current Misty Island.
So I'm going to put scribbles over them. Where Duke had scribbled in for things. Do you have a preference on what color? Like red, blue?
I mean,
Nope. Not gray. Not like gray. That would be very pointless.
Gray it is. Okay, excellent. All right. All right, we will see you folks in the next episode with an updated map. Crudely drawn updated map. He's no cartographer. But yeah. I'll see you then. Bye.
farewell.